Hi, it's Carol from Learning Technology. So in the last video we had a look at how to create a single manual group and enrol a couple of members into it. For this one we're going to create a group set, and this is particularly handy if you need to create a series of groups in one go, or if you need to ensure that somebody is enrolled on at least one of the groups. So we're going to have a look at create and group set this time. You can do it as a random enrolment. This ensures that everybody in the whole module or the whole course is put into at least one group. You can choose to self-enroll, so it kind of eliminates and takes out of the list anybody who's already in there, and so people can come along and make sure that they add themselves into a group. Or you've got a manual enrolment. Again, this is so that you can place people into a particular group. So we're going to take a look at the manual enrolment. Now this is the name for the group set, so we might want to call it topics, for instance. Usually you want the group to be visible to students, but it might be that if you're just organising the students into groups, then you might wish to say no. So if you're just doing this by an organisation purpose. Again, we've got the option for tool availability. We'll come back to this in another video, but I'm just going to deselect these for now. Again, we don't usually allow personalisation. You then need to decide on how many groups you want. So this is the amount of groups in this set. So if there's 3 topics, for instance, you're going to put in 3. And again, the smart view we'll come back to in another video. So on the next page you'll be able to start customising each of these groups, and in particular there's this filter at the top, so that if it's checked it means that any members that are already in a group are hidden from being able to be put in another group. So this is quite useful to ensure that everybody gets placed into a group. If it's possible that you might need somebody in more than one of these groups, then uncheck this box. You've got the option to randomise enrolments if you want, so this works in the same way as the random enrolment as mentioned before, but it still just allows you to change the name. So this might be topic A, this might be topic B, and topic C. You can then add users into any of these groups. So let's add some users into the first one. So now I want 2 members into this group, so I'll pick the first 2. So you'll notice I've picked Carol and Mark. If I submit this and we've got this button checked, it means that when I go to add users to topic B, those 2 names will have disappeared from being able to be selected. So let's pick another 2 names and submit that. This means that the first group has got 2, the second group has got 2. So again, because that button is checked, it means that I've only got a choice of 3 to pick from for this final group. Let's select them all and submit that. If I return now to add anybody else to any of these groups, you'll notice that the list is empty. So this ensures that everybody is in at least one of these groups. As mentioned, if you uncheck this, it means that you can add people into more than one group. If you need to add any more groups, click the Add Group button at the bottom, and this allows you to create, for instance, a topic D. If you click on to Add Users at this point, obviously you're not going to have anybody, so it might be that you need to take somebody out of another group, like this, so that you can pick them to be put in that group. When you're happy, just click Submit. You can now see we had the original group that we created in the last video, and then we've got the 4 group sets. It tells you how many enrolled on them as well, and it tells you which group set it belongs to. So the first one we created didn't belong to a group set, so that's blank, whereas topic A, B, C and D all belongs to the topics group set. You can also use the group sets option up here to only see the group sets that you've created. So here's my topics with the 4 groups within it that I created before.